Hello, my name is Craig Mason from MIPIM. This is a new series called Property Influencers, where we talk to some of the top people in the real estate and property market. I'm here with Omar Saudi, who is the Marketing Director of DohaLand, a very large property development in Qatar. Welcome to MIPIM.
Thank you.
So just tell us a bit about DohaLand. What is the company, how is it structured, and what are your goals?
Sure. DohaLand is a subsidiary of Qatar Foundation, which is a company headed by Her Highness Sheikha Moza, the Emir's wife. And Qatar Foundation really is a tool, if you want, or a vehicle to help transform the Qatar economy from an oil-based economy into a knowledge-based economy. So DohaLand really as a company, we dovetail into that and help realize the vision of Qatar Foundation, but really develop projects that add value to Doha, specifically to Doha and Qatar, and really have a transformational element into them.
It's particularly challenging to look at the regeneration of an existing downtown area, and certainly many cities around the world are struggling with how you can regenerate and redesign urban centres that have been there for centuries. What are the types of things that you're doing there, and perhaps importantly, how are you looking at getting buy-in from all the stakeholders?
Sure. I think the most important thing in regenerating the downtown is obviously you need the willpower, and which we're very, very lucky to have in Qatar, because I think the biggest impediment to other countries maybe undertaking a similar regeneration is that willpower needs to be there. And then you have other challenges such as obviously relocating existing tenants, compensating existing tenants, which has been done. You have challenges in terms of dealing with infrastructure. It's always much easier to sort of develop a greenfield or brownfield in Qatar, if you want, than it is to really regenerate an existing downtown. So it's not easy, but we have wonderful partners. We have all the support of Her Highness. So I think we're probably in a better position than many other countries as well. But it's basically telling people that the way that people used to live, sort of thing, whereby you used to know who your neighbour was, when you used to go down to the shop and get a loaf of bread, sort of thing. The past actually worked, and I think there's an irony of that sort of thing when you say, you know, the ancestors, the Qatari ancestors got it right in the first place. The use of shading, the sort of positioning of the houses, the way people lived. We're trying to sort of do that in a very modern, convenient manner.
What can property developers do to ensure to keep this sort of integrity of the culture?
I think Qatar as a country is has a very rich cultural heritage, and I think if you visit Doha, you see there's a very strong sort of emphasis on cultural events, sporting events, museums, and for example, you must know the Islamic Museum of Art is there, just newly opened. It's a temporary museum of modern art as well. There's a new national museum coming up as well. So I think there's a focus from the leadership that the country needs to maintain its identity. And Her Highness always says Qatar should be a meeting point rather than a melting point. I think the leadership understands that, and Qataris have always been very, very proud of their heritage. So I don't see any problems with being forward-looking and modern and keeping to one's roots. I mean, our project, for example, is testament to that, whereby it looks in the past, it's rooted in the past, but it's very, very forward-looking. I think if you want an analogy, I can't think of a better analogy than that. When you come to our development, hopefully in 2016, when it's all finished, I think you'll be able to sort of have a glimpse of the Qatari architecture, and also of how you can marry tradition with modern lifestyles and modern living.
What do you see as the main trends that are shaping urban development within the Middle East, and how are those trends incorporated into your projects?
I think obviously the first one is sustainability. I was walking around the exhibition today, sort of thing, and sustainability seems to be the sort of buzzword this year. And I think that's for us, that's something that's we're very wary of, and we know how the importance of it is. And the other aspect, I think, is obviously segmentation. I think in the past, when times were different, it was the approach of building the will come. Build it and they will come. It doesn't matter. Is it suitable for the target audience? Is there any degree of segmentation in there? That was never there. And I think the third one is probably you'd see I think that the next trend happening is what we call integrated rather than gated. I think in the Middle East there's a huge trend towards gated communities, sort of living in some utopian city that's cut off from the rest of the world. And I think that's probably an effect of maybe the sort of the disparity between the income profiles of the population, which again, once I think Qatar and other countries move towards a knowledge-based economy, hopefully this will disappear. I think for us, sort of thing, it's very, very important. I mean, we're spending $5.5 billion developing the project, sort of thing. And I think for us it's important to showcase what we're doing, because we believe it's world class, and we believe we are setting the benchmark for sustainable urban development, whether it's in the region and the world, sort of thing. So really it is to make people aware of what is it we're doing, whether it's media, whether it's other consultants, whether it's other architects or developers, to really showcase what is it that we're currently doing. And you hear a lot of great ideas that you didn't even know existed. You'll find people who are that have new technologies that we were not aware of, and so forth. So it's important for us to be here. It's very important for us to be here.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. And you're doing some very interesting stuff in Qatar.